The air in Queensville, Ontario, carried the unmistakable scent of fall on October 3, 1984. Maple leaves curled into shades of amber and crimson, scattering across quiet streets where children rode bicycles and neighbors waved from porches. In the Jessop household, 9-year-old Christine was the heart of the family. A gentle, playful girl with a love for animals and a smile that could brighten even the grayest day.
That afternoon, Christine left school with the carefree energy of childhood. She was expected home soon, perhaps to play with her dog or chatter about her day. But as dusk settled over the town, Christine did not return. Her absence was immediate, alarming, and uncharacteristic. By nightfall, panic had replaced routine. Flyers were printed, search parties organized, and the Jessops clung desperately to hope.
For nearly 3 months, the community searched. On New Year's Eve, that hope was shattered. Christine's body was discovered in a wooded area near Sunderland. She had been sexually assaulted and stabbed. The news rippled through Ontario like a shockwave, leaving behind grief, anger, and a gnawing question: who could commit such a crime against a child?
In the rush to find answers, investigators turned their focus to a neighbor, Guy Paul Morin. He was quiet, eccentric, and lived next door. In 1992, Morin was convicted of Christine's murder. For 18 months, he lived behind bars, branded a child killer.
But science would eventually undo the injustice. In 1995, DNA testing proved Morin's innocence, making his case one of Canada's most infamous wrongful convictions. His exoneration exposed deep flaws in forensic practices and police investigations. For Christine's family, the nightmare deepened. Their daughter's killer was still out there, and the man imprisoned for her death had been innocent all along.
Time passed. Christine's parents, Bob and Janet, carried their grief like a shadow. Her brother Kenny grew up haunted by the mystery. The case grew cold, but never forgotten.
Then, in 2019, Toronto police turned to a new frontier in forensic science: genetic genealogy. Partnering with Othram Inc., a U.S. lab specializing in advanced DNA sequencing, investigators re-examined evidence collected in 1984. Using cutting-edge technology, they built a genetic profile and traced it through family trees.
The breakthrough came in 2020. The DNA matched Calvin Hoover, a man who had been 28 years old at the time of Christine's death. Hoover was no stranger. He and his wife were acquaintances of Christine's father, Bob Jessop. He worked in the printing industry, lived quietly in the same region, and was never considered a suspect.
Hoover's identification stunned the community. For decades, he had lived in plain sight, his connection to the Jessops concealed beneath the ordinary rhythms of small-town life. His ex-wife later revealed that she had visited Christine's gravesite for years, unaware that her husband had been the killer. "He watched me go to her gravesite for 10 years. I didn't know this man," she said, her words capturing the chilling duplicity of Hoover's existence.
By the time police named him in 2020, Hoover had been dead for 5 years. He died in 2015 by suicide, leaving behind unanswered questions about what drove him to commit such a horrific act. His death meant there would be no trial, no chance for the Jessops to confront him, no courtroom reckoning.
When police announced the findings, emotions ran high. Christine's father, Bob, said he felt sickened, but relieved to finally know the truth. Her brother Kenny described the family as happily stunned, grateful for closure after decades of uncertainty.
Morin, whose life had been upended by wrongful conviction, expressed compassion for the Jessops and gratitude that science had cleared his name. "The justice system failed me, but science saved me," he said.
Toronto Police Chief James Raymer acknowledged the complexity of the moment. "There are no winners in this announcement. The killer was identified, but he would never face trial. Still, the truth mattered. For the Jessops, for Morin, and for a community that had carried the weight of Christine's memory for nearly 4 decades.
Christine Jessop's story is not only one of tragedy, but of resilience. Her case reshaped Canadian justice, highlighting the dangers of wrongful convictions and the promise of forensic science. It demonstrated that even the coldest cases can yield answers when persistence meets innovation.
And Calvin Hoover's exposure as the killer is a chilling reminder that predators can hide in plain sight, woven into the fabric of everyday life until science unmasks them. Today, Christine is remembered not just as the little girl whose life was stolen, but as the reason truth prevailed. Her name is tied to change, to perseverance, and to the enduring love of a family who never stopped searching.